Many people have this misconception that you need to own one whole Bitcoin in order to achieve quote-unquote life-changing wealth. You might even write Bitcoin off, saying, hey, if I can't afford to invest in one whole Bitcoin, then I'm just going to get a whole bunch of these cheaper altcoins. After all, they're the same thing, right? Not really. Now, I do own a select few altcoins that I see real potential in, and if you subscribe to the channel, then you know. But in today's video, I just want to focus on Bitcoin. There's a reason that Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Microsoft, certain governments are zeroing in on the value of Bitcoin. Now, I can't see the future. Always just do your own research before investing. But I've broken it down, and based on the speculation of where Bitcoin's market cap could be in the next year, 5 to 10 years, 50 to 100 years, investing in Bitcoin today, and again, I'm not a financial advisor, but you really don't need as much Bitcoin as you think. With the price of one Bitcoin valued at around $11,200 today, how much Bitcoin would you have to own to become a millionaire tomorrow? Realistically, and a better question, because some people can't afford one Bitcoin. Even if you just invested in 0.01 BTC today, 1/100th of a Bitcoin, currently valued at around $112, very much more doable. How many hundredths would you need today to become a millionaire tomorrow? Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on crypto every day. My name's Austin. Hit the like button if you appreciate this type of content. If you want to see more content like this, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for daily videos on the crypto market. Hit subscribe. Now, before we get to the numbers, let me take 3 minutes. Do you have 3 minutes? Let me take 3 minutes and explain what actually makes Bitcoin valuable. After all, we know that year to year, Bitcoin's price continues to increase, but what gives Bitcoin value? We know Bitcoin acts like money, but why does it act like money? We know the mechanics of how Bitcoin works. It's just code. It's an open public protocol. But why does Bitcoin work? If your mom, your cousin, your friend asks what gives Bitcoin value, could you explain it? Could you explain why Bitcoin's price might hit $1 million per coin someday? Before we get to these numbers, give me 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So the next time your friend asks you, hey, why should I invest in Bitcoin? This is the information you share. What is money? Well, money in general, it's just credit. It's a value transacted between two people. The US dollar just has value because the government says it does. You trust the government, right? Gold only has value because we believe it. We believe that a shiny piece of rock that we found on the earth has value. So it does, and we use gold to transact. But besides that, there are a few specific qualities that determine if something can be a reliable form of money. Certain qualities that show why some money is better than others. And believe me, the harder/more reliable a store of value is, the more valuable it has the potential to be. So what are the traits? First off, your money's gotta be durable. Meaning money should be able to transact/hold value through time, so the value can't deteriorate. Now, this may be obvious to you, but this has been tested and retested throughout history. There was a time that dried fish was actually used as a currency in Newfoundland, but fish deteriorate, and a better form of money was eventually found. Durable is one, divisible is another. In order to be usable, money should be able to be divisible/broken up into smaller units. Can I use it for large purchases just as easily as I can use it for small purchases? Now, the dollar, it can be broken up into 100 pennies. Bitcoins can be divided down to 100 millionth of a Bitcoin and transmitted at such infinitesimal amounts. Gold can be broken up into smaller units to an extent. Another trait of money is portable. You got to be able to move your money across space, meaning easily moved over land, over boundaries. Any amount of Bitcoin can be sent around the world in a matter of minutes. It's borderless, it's permissionless. And the last two qualities that answer the question, what makes Bitcoin valuable/able to be an asset worth over $1 million per Bitcoin one day? Those two qualities are scarcity and censorship resistance. And they're important. First off, scarcity. The Venezuela dollar is case in point why money needs to be scarce. This right here, worth about $21 USD. If a government can continue printing more money, then that money is in danger of losing all its value. And this is happening. And yes, gold is better. It's one of the scarcest elements that we have on the planet. Yet despite gold having an over $7 trillion market cap, gold only has perceived scarcity, a perceived limited supply. Nobody really knows how much gold we have on the planet. We think we do, but gold's just an element. We really have no clue what kinds/how many of each element are just floating up around in space. Gold has perceived scarcity. Bitcoin has mathematical scarcity. This is the reason why I think Bitcoin will easily exceed gold's market cap. Mathematical scarcity beats perceived scarcity. Bitcoin has a fixed supply. It's scarce. And you know what? If Bitcoin reaches gold's market cap, how much do you think your 0.01 BTC will be worth? Again, these are the reasons that we're starting to see Bitcoin be used as a store of value. World's changing. And the final quality that money needs is it needs to be censorship resistant. The best/hardest forms of money need to be, at least. Because the truth is, and this is something that other crypto YouTubers will not mention, right now in most major first world countries, we really don't need Bitcoin as a form of money. Right now. Not yet. The money that we got, it works fine. If I want to send you money, I'll Venmo you. I'll use PayPal. Why do I need Bitcoin? I could send you money right now. That's fast. That's free. Wait. Well, I can send you money if these third parties approve the transaction. PayPal can suspend you. Banks can claw back your money. And for this reason, more and more people are starting to see that Bitcoin is that hedge against the banks. With Bitcoin, you don't need a middleman. You do not need permission. Transactions can't be censored because there is no one single entity that controls the network, meaning that there is no central point of failure. Yet despite no CEO, no trusted third party, Bitcoin's network continues to grow. So if your cousin, your mother, your coworker asks you what gives Bitcoin value, this is that information that you share. Now, how much would you have to invest in today to become a millionaire tomorrow? Realistically, let's get to the numbers. And again, if you've gotten any value from today's video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. We drop a video on crypto every day. You do not want to miss one. So I want to show you two metrics. First off, if you invest in one Bitcoin, what will that be 1 to 10 to 100 years from now based on speculative market cap? And also, if you just invested $112 and got 1/100th of a Bitcoin, what would that be with the same market cap? First, let's take a look at 1 year. If Bitcoin's market cap, which is 200 billion now, say it was 1 trillion 1 year from now. And just to put this in perspective, the highest Bitcoin's market cap ever got to was, I think, around 333 billion. So we're not that far off from what we were at the end of 2017. We're about 130 off. But let's just say that the market cap got to 1 trillion. Well, that would put Bitcoin's price at over $50,000 per BTC, and that would bring your 100th of a Bitcoin to almost $600. Obviously, a year from now, if you just had one of each, it would take you a lot of Bitcoin to become a millionaire. So if Bitcoin's price got to this price point, you would need approximately 179 Bitcoin to be a millionaire. Guys, we're just talking realistically here. Obviously, times that by 100 if you have 1/100th of a Bitcoin, so you need a lot. But let's keep going. Let's just say that Bitcoin's market cap gets to the market cap of gold in about 5 to 10 years. If it did, Bitcoin's market cap would go from 200 billion to over 7.2 trillion. If that happened, 1 BTC would equal over $400,000. So to become a millionaire in that case, you need, 2.5 Bitcoin? Of course, if you just invested in a few hundredths of a Bitcoin, that would get you $4,000 per hundredth, and you need over 200.01 BTCs to be that millionaire. Does this surprise you? Is this too realistic for you? Let me know. Now let's go to all money. Say Bitcoin's market cap got to the market cap of all money, which is over 90 trillion. And if you want to know where I'm getting these stats, I'll link it down in the description below. This is cryptocurrency right now, market cap. These are Amazon, Apple, Facebook, the big ones. This is the market cap of gold. But again, we're going to keep going. Let's say Bitcoin got to be the global money supply. Bitcoin was it. Say in 50 years, Bitcoin became the new world reserve currency. One Bitcoin would be over $4.5 million per BTC, and 1/100th of a Bitcoin, that little $112 investment you made today in 100 years, could be worth $45,000. But again, if that became the case, we wouldn't be transacting in dollars anymore. We would just be transacting in Bitcoin. And if that was the case, you'd only need 22/100ths of BTCs. What do you think? Does this discourage you? Does this excite you? Let me know. But if you're asking yourself, hey, why don't I just invest in altcoins? It's the same thing as Bitcoin, right? Only these altcoins have a chance to maybe 100x when Bitcoin only 10x. Well, maybe. But centralized scarcity, to me, is not as credible as decentralized scarcity. Bitcoin's more liquid, more scarce, and while speed, for example, it's nice to have, the security and the decentralization of Bitcoin, to me, is what makes Bitcoin king. If you disagree, leave a comment, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and like always, I'll see you tomorrow.